Hi guys, my name is Megan and today I've got some books with Hallmark vibes, but they're just a little bit better. Alright, so this is actually a part 2, I think. I will leave the first part of the Hallmark Vibes But Better series linked up above. So let's go ahead and just dive into part 2. Alright, so the first book I'd like to recommend that has some really great Hallmark vibes, but they're better, is the Christmas Daddies series by Faye Quinn. So the first book is Let Your Hearts Be Light. This was one of my favorite holiday books from 2023. It was so sweet and cute. So this is following two single dads who both have teenagers, and so the kids are being a little bit meddling in that they join this program at their high school that is called Christmas Buddies, so that it pairs up families together to do holiday related things. And mostly these teenagers wanted to hang out together, but also they wanted to get their single parents out of the house and doing things other than just being antisocial and lonely. And the two dads do not have a great meet cute. In fact, there's kind of a lot of tension there, and that kind of goes away once they start realizing that, oh, they're in a similar situation to me. We could be friends. We could be maybe more than that. And then feelings start happening, and it's just so sweet. And it's set in the small town, the middle of Christmas, and it's just really, really sweet and fun, and just it's a perfect holiday read. Next up, I'd like to recommend the Cambric Creek series. The first one being Morning Glory Milking Farm. This is if Hallmark got a spicy update and threw in a whole bunch of supernatural creatures and humans into a tiny town, and it's got all of the small town vibes that you love from a Hallmark movie, but there's also supernatural creatures, and just the world building in general for this series is fantastic, but it's also very, very spicy. So if you like Hallmark movies but always kind of wanted them to be spicy, this is the one to check out. Next up, I have the Roll for Love series. This is a series of books featuring nerds and nerd culture, fandom culture. The first book in this is following a florist and a bookshop owner. The second one is following two cosplayers. The third one is following the personal assistant of one of the cosplayers and a celebrity from a TV show. All of these are really great. They all have really sweet romances, and there's a little bit of angst thrown in there, but it's got so many good tropes, and especially just the romances in general. They are so sappy and sweet and just perfect. And again, if you wanted your Hallmark movies to have a little bit of spice, these are the ones to check out. My favorite one out of this series happens to be book 3, but all of them are fantastic. Next up, I have a manga, and that is Secret XXX. This is a really sweet manga. I haven't shut up about the author of this, and this is actually a spin-off kind of Therapy Game, and this is following a pet shop owner and somebody who just really loves the bunnies that are at this pet shop and just wants to be around them all the time, but it happens to be allergic. And it's really, really sweet, but a little bit spicy. Well, a lot of it spicy, and just the way that these characters are written and just the art style is so sweet and fun, and it's so Hallmark movie-esque. And then the last one I'd like to recommend for this video is going to be Boyfriend Material. This was one of my favorite queer books. This is following the child of a former rock star, and their parent is getting back into the limelight, and that means that he is getting back into the limelight, and there's some not so great press about him, and his boss makes it very clear that he needs to clean up his image because it does not reflect well on the charity that he works for. So he starts fake dating a friend of a friend who is a lawyer, I think, and then they kind of have this enemies to lovers kind of thing going on, but it's also a really, really sweet story following two people that are trying to figure their shit out and deal with things that they don't really have much control over, and it's a really sweet story, and it's spicy but also kind of not, but it's really fantastic. And it's one that I would highly, highly recommend, especially if you like Hallmark movies that are kind of sappy but also dealing with real world issues. This is one to check out. Alright, so those are some of my favorite books that have Hallmark vibes, but they just do it better. What's a book that has Hallmark vibes to you that you think does it better? Let me know down below. If you guys like this video, don't forget the like button. If you haven't already but would like to, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to follow me on social media for more bookish stuff, check out the links down below. Alrighty, bye guys.